Hello, friend.
How are you doing?
Hello.
All
I'm doing
right.
really good. Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Everyone, my name is Tania, the work from home wife of Atlanta, and this is Fancy Fit Friday.
Yeah.
Get excited, y'all. All right. So today we're going to mix it up a little bit. We have a new member of our fancy panel that, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yes, we are.
Before I introduce Gwendolyn of Gwendolyn Ray Inspires, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about Fancy Fit Friday. All right, so Fancy Fit Friday, first off, welcome to the Fancy Sphere. Welcome to the Fancy Sphere, guys. We cannot forget that. We cannot.
Yes.
We cannot. So, guys, this is the Fancy Sphere. And on this channel, we're all about fitness and fanciness and inspiration and motivation. So, Fancy Fit Fridays is all about fitness, fashion, and all things fancy.
Yeah.
So, every Friday at 8 p.m., we're going to have just some discussions on different topics, and we invite our fancy fabulous friends in the chat to really get involved so we can really make some improvements that we want to motivate each other for sure, and that's what this is all about. So today's topic is summer fitness tips.
Yes.
So we are just going to discuss some summer fitness tips, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yes.
So first, I want to introduce you guys to the newest member of the fancy panel. This is Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn's channel is amazing. I love her videos. It is all about her boys, and she does amazing projects with them. And she is just an amazing mom and such an inspiration. And also, she has had quite a fitness journey that we're going to discuss tonight. And it's just so inspirational, and we're just going to have fun tonight. So first off, guys, before we get into it, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Also, Gwendolyn Ray Inspires, subscribe to her channel as well for sure. And go ahead and get those likes up. And if you or anyone that you know is interested in working from home, go to panageinc.com. You guys know I always say it because working from home is a luxury that we love to share.
Especially now.
Yes, yes. So go ahead, Gwendolyn. Take it, just take it from here.
After that intro, I don't know where to start. Thank you so much for inviting me. This is something I actually did not expect. So it was a pleasant surprise to be invited to your channel. You have been doing so much and inspiring all of the fancy fit crew, because we are out here watching you. We see you and we're joining in too. So it's so nice to see you inspire us in that way, because we need more people like that. We really do. Really do need you. So I was happy to be invited here. So I know you said today we're going to be talking about summer fitness. So where did you want to start with the conversation?
Well, I have so many questions for you, Gwendolyn. I mean, so many questions. So my first question is, can you just tell us about your fitness journey? What inspired you to keep going? Because, honey, you are looking amazing right now, okay?
Thank you so much. So what originally inspired me is me. honestly, I've had I'm gonna start from the very, very beginning. So growing up, I really didn't do too much fitness. I was on a track team, so I did a little bit of running, and just normal teenage stuff. But after I had my children, I noticed that I started gaining weight, and when I wanted to go play with them at the playground, I noticed that I didn't have energy. And to me, that really hurt me because I couldn't keep up with them. And I always told myself, because I have boys, I'm always going to be right next to them, playing with them outside, at the park, indoors. I'm going to be right next to them. And once I noticed that, like, the weight it felt like it was holding me back, and I couldn't really enjoy being a mom as much. So that's really where I began starting to try to start losing weight and just living a healthier lifestyle in general. At first, I really didn't know what I was doing. I went straight to YouTube where everybody goes, right?
Right.
And I just started trying to look up some videos to see, how to lose weight after having a baby. And at that time, I was actually still breastfeeding my youngest son.
Okay.
So trying to breastfeed and lose weight, it was a lot for me because I had never breastfed any of my children that long. I had breastfed my last son for 10 months. And for me, it was an accomplishment. So at that time, listen, that's a long time. Oh my goodness.
Like 3.5 years, Gwen.
What? Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
But that's a whole nother topic, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that too because oh my goodness. I thought 10 months was a long time. Oh my goodness, it blew me away. Crazy. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you, for real.
I'm proud of you. Keep going.
All right. So I really just wanted to start keeping up with my children. So I actually met a friend at the employment that I was working at, and she introduced me to going to the gym, and it was Planet Fitness. And I remember the first day going there, I actually was really nervous, and I felt so out of place. Like, I don't think I belong here. But I got on the elliptical, and I think I did that for like 10 minutes, and I just walked around the gym trying to like get a feel for everything. And that's really where my journey began. And as time went on, I started doing more research on YouTube because YouTube has so much information. That's why I really love YouTube. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to be a YouTuber, is because I wanted to share my knowledge too. So I came to YouTube to get more information, and I started learning about weight training. For me, it was different. And at first, I was kind of scared. Like, just as a woman in general, weights is a scary thing, especially if no one really showed you how to do it.
Right.
So when I first started trying to, just like lift up little free weights, at first I was nervous because, there's other people around. But once I got out of the nervousness, it became something that I enjoyed doing. And it was a way to be able to kind of like have an outlet on my own, and to have that was my self-care, to have my personal time away from my children and my husband. So I started really enjoying the gym. So I look forward to it every day. And I've been on this journey for, I'm going to say it's been 4 years, 4 years of weight training, going to the gym. And of course, I have my times where I did fall off, but it is something that I really do love and I enjoy. So, like, where I am now is really because of weight training. I've been weight training a lot.
We have a comment here, Gwendolyn.
We do.
Jill at Jill Style. She's one of our fancy, fabulous friends, right? One of our day ones. So Jill is saying that, weights build muscle and they really help burn fat.
It does. Absolutely. And she is right. It really does. Once I learned that I can like change the composition of my body, because I did notice that I was really like soft after gaining weight and then losing weight. You're as we age, like, our skin gets a little looser. We don't have as much muscle tone and things like that. So once I learned about weight training and how it can help me, still build a little bit of muscle, I was like, I'm going to try this out. I'm gonna see where it takes me. And this is where I have gotten so far. I've lost 40 pounds so far.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is amazing.
Yes. I did not. I am still blown away with just it's really just about that consistency. Really. Like, absolutely. Oh my goodness.
That is awesome. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm just really happy with how far I've come, and I am still trying to share it on my YouTube channel too. It's a little hard to record in the gym, but I do want to start, doing, you inspire me. So I want to start trying to show a little bit of what I do to inspire other people to try to start weight training too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't done weights like ever actually.
Yeah,
I've done jump roping,
that's
and I
good.
love that jump roping, jumping jacks,
Mhm.
obviously dance aerobics.
Yeah.
I've been dancing to myself for the past week or two since we ended Fancy Fit, since we ended Fancy Fit Club. It's so awkward. And this morning when I was dancing to myself, it was one of the 70s workouts from last year. And I'm telling you, I look like a different person. I was like, I had some extra weight on me for sure, but I was getting it though.
Yeah. And that's really what it's about. Like it's about starting. A lot of people that's the hardest part, to start. Once you start and you start enjoying it, you can just flow. But it's that beginning stages. Okay. We have humble beginnings.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And you mentioned something that I think is really important, because my question to you is, did you have any weight struggles before having kids?
I actually did not.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my life I've been really slim. I was actually like one of the slimmest people in my family, and my family used to tease me because I was so slim. And they called me all type of silly names. Like I never took it to the heart or anything, but I just remember being really, really slim. And I think I kind of took that for granted as I got older. And I guess I didn't think I could gain weight because I was able to eat anything. I could eat anything I want. I would never gain a pound. I didn't start gaining weight until, my children, once I got pregnant. And each pregnancy, you gain a little bit of weight if you don't, try to lose it. And I'm like, oh, I'm only this weight, I'm fine. And with every child, I gain another 10 pounds.
Is it
And
three boys, Gwendolyn? Is it 3 boys?
I have 3 boys, yes. Yeah, I
Yes,
have 3
they are adorable. They are
Thank
adorable.
you so much. Thank
And
you.
I know they're great motivation. And I see you in the park, and I see you
They
doing
are.
activities with them. And
Yes.
they are going to cherish those moments and those
I really hope
sacrifices
so.
that you put in forever.
Thank you.
So just from me to you, I commend you. And, it's such an inspiration, to everyone, especially moms, because that weight gain after children is serious. And
Yes,
like
it
I
is.
said on my channel, 37 pounds with both of my pregnancies. So I definitely, I can understand the type of commitment and the blood, sweat, and the tears.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what it is.
Yes. So we have a question here.
Yes.
We have Jane. She wants to know, how old are your boys?
So my oldest is 14, my middle son is 8, and my youngest son is 6.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
my son is 12.
everything.
In
I
there
love it.
somewhere. Yeah, my son is 12, and then my daughter is 4.
Yes.
So I have a pretty, big gap.
Yeah.
But both times, so I know you've done weights.
Yes.
Did you use, weight training to help you lose the weight with the last pregnancy, or kind of tell me that, that process a little bit?
So I didn't start weight training until after I got comfortable in the gym after my 3rd son. So
Okay.
I had never went to the gym with after any of my first sons, my first or my second son. It was after Eli, my youngest son. That's when I started going to the gym, and I just started weight training 3 years ago. But
Okay.
before that, I was just doing the elliptical,
Mhm.
treadmill, like a lot of cardio. I did a
Mhm.
lot of cardio.
Mhm.
So I was able to drop the weight, but I
Mhm.
gained it back so fast.
Okay.
So this time around, I want to do it in a different way that for me would be more sustainable. And for me, it's weight training. It's weight training.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I'm definitely going to play around with that.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
got
I love new
to check it
adventures,
out.
Gwendolyn.
Yes, yes, yes. Listen,
You're
you gotta
getting
be
my brain
patient.
percolating here.
Try it out. I'm telling you, try it out. At first, I was like I said, I was really nervous. But I went to the gym. Now, I think this is helpful. If you can find someone that goes to the gym that does do at least a little bit of weight training, they'll help you get comfortable. So that's what it was for me. My coworker took me to the gym, and she showed me a little bit of what she does, and
Okay.
that's how I got a little more acquainted with it. So I felt a little less scared.
Yes. Now we have our another member of our fancy panel who's in the audience today, Miss Penny.
Hello,
Um,
Miss Penny.
Hey, so at Penny's place, she says, I did the treadmill for 30 minutes this week, but I mostly walk 10,000 steps a day. Some
Yes.
days I miss it, but a four times a week will maintain health and watch what you're eating. That
Yes.
is amazing. And she has a follow-up question for you.
Okay.
She says, how did you get rid of the belly fat? That's definitely my
Mm.
struggle too, but it's going away. I'm telling you, it's working now.
Yes.
After 10
Exactly.
years, after 10 years,
Exactly. You like finally. I see some
somebody's finally
progress.
starting to cooperate. So what's your advice, Gwendolyn?
Yeah. So the only now this is what I've learned. I've done so much research. I know I'm not an expert, but I almost feel like one. Okay. So belly fat is something that's tricky because you can't spot reduce. And that's one of the things that I learned. So they say there's this saying that wherever you start to gain weight first is where you're going to lose weight at last. And I began to gain weight in my stomach first. That was the very first place. So my stomach was the last thing to go. Unfortunately, it's the last thing to go. So because you can't spot reduce, it does take time for belly fat to go. But I can say, cardio, weight training, and a healthy diet, like you said, that's really the only thing that you can do. Making sure you're staying in a caloric deficit, that is
Mhm.
going to help you drop that fat, drop the weight. That's really going to help a lot. As long as you're not overeating and trying not to eat fatty foods or too much sugar, because sugar is definitely one of the things that will stick to your stomach.
Mhm.
Sugar and fat. So just staying in a caloric deficit and making sure that you're active. So what she's doing is good. 10,000 steps on the elliptical, that's going to help you burn a belly fat.
Yes. Now I have a comment I'm seeing here from Never Jealous Life.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Great abs start in the kitchen. Yes.
They do.
That
Look.
was actually our first episode of Fancy Fit Friday. Yes, we said fancy fitness starts in the kitchen.
Yeah, it does. It starts with your food. I can say that's why on my channel I do show like the meals that I make too. I do want to show more clean stuff, but YouTube is tricky, okay? People like delicious food. That's what I'm gonna call it, delicious food. They
Uh-huh.
really like bland food, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things I started doing. I started eating a lot cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like adding butter to my greens and stuff like that, I would leave out the oil, leave out the butter, and just put some simple salt and vinegar. That's
Uh-huh.
really it. It's something basic.
Salt.
I think when you start adding all of the flavors, the good stuff we like, that's when it can bring up the calories of the meal, which is going to add to the fat on your stomach.
All
So
right.
it really is what you eat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have another comment. The Never Jealous Life says that he's the friend that took you to Planet Fitness.
She is. Yes, she is.
Janice?
Yes. She is the first person I went to the gym with. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Yes.
Thank
I
you for your
understand
support,
that.
Janice.
Yeah. Yep. She is the first person. So I have to thank her because she changed my life.
Oh, that's awesome. That is
Yeah.
amazing. She led you to the door, but you
Yes.
walked through it, right?
Yes.
Yes, you did. It takes a lot of hard
Absolutely.
work. Now, during the summer, we're focusing on the summer specifically. What
Mhm.
are some tips that you have for summer fitness? Some activities that, that kind of work for you during the summertime?
Okay, so number one, you definitely want to get outdoors. I live in Pennsylvania, so we don't have summer all year round. It gets
Okay.
cold. It's cold most of the year. So when summer comes around, it's time to go outside and get some sun. And also vitamin D helps a lot with your mood and things like that too, which will help you lose weight because your mood will be up and you'll want to exercise and be active. So one of the things I normally do in the summer is I bike ride. I love to ride my bike.
Oh,
Here and I live in Philadelphia. So in Philadelphia, we have a trail called Kelly Drive.
okay.
And Kelly Drive is about, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 15 miles, if I'm not mistaken. And I borrow one of the bikes. So they have these bikes called Indigo bikes. And I'm pretty sure a lot of states have them where you can rent a bike if you
Okay.
don't have a bike of your own. And renting a bike or using your own bike and riding those miles, just take your time. Even if you can't go fast, pace yourself. That alone will definitely help you a lot. So that's one of the things we do to stay active in the summertime. We ride our bikes. We also do things outdoors. Like I'm actually going to upload this video, but me and my children like to do soccer, badminton, we play tennis outdoors. We do basically all the summer sports.
Well, that is awesome. And having those boys, oh, I just know they're having such a great time with that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because when the winter time comes, everything's really limited. You can't do but so much. So when the summer comes and that vacation is here, then we are at the park almost every day. Almost
That
every day.
that is awesome. Yeah, it is hot, hot, hot here in Georgia. Okay.
I believe you. It's hot
In
here.
Atlanta.
Oh
It
my
is hot.
goodness. Yes, I believe
It is
you. Oh my
hot.
goodness.
So when we do swimming and things like that, we keep it indoors.
Women.
We try to
Yes.
it
She
gets
said
so
indoors.
hot. But yeah, like some activities during the summers around here, definitely swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, like when you do, your walks and
Yeah.
and jump roping or whatever. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
if you do it earlier in the morning or
Yes.
later
Yes.
in the evenings, it's not as hot during the
Exactly.
summer. Like your more, intensive sports,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, easier. Also,
Yeah.
making sure that, that you're not like totally, how could I explain it? That you have uncomfortable clothing,
Yes.
breathable
The bull. Yeah.
clothing,
Absolutely. Yeah.
because you want to stay motivated and you want to keep
Mhm.
doing it. Um,
Yes.
and yeah, so activities out those outdoors activities, are awesome during the summertime.
Exactly.
And staying hydrated, if you're in
Yes.
really hot climate as
Oh,
well.
right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
The good thing about staying hydrated during the summer, I've noticed, is that you tend to drink more water, which you should be drinking more water anyway.
Yes.
And that helps out with your fitness as well.
Exactly. Yep. That is number one too, because
Mhm.
you can't flush out toxins without water.
Right.
So you definitely need that water. How much water do you normally drink in a day?
Well, maybe about 5 glasses at least.
5 glasses.
At
Exactly.
least.
Okay. You like
At,
at the minimum. That's the
yeah.
minimum. Yeah.
Yeah. Minimum. Because sometimes, we have the little, what is it, the alkaline machine.
Mm-hmm.
So I drink a
Okay.
lot of, yeah, so I drink a lot of that. And when I'm working from home, we have I have like the water dispenser in the bedroom.
Hmm.
So that helps too. Just
Okay.
keeping it close, so it's not
Exactly.
just in the kitchen, we keep it in the
Exactly.
bedroom, right? And then,
Hmm.
just keeping water close by is really helpful as
Exactly.
well. To kind of,
I
you
can
have to kind of
say
hold yourself accountable with drinking more water too.
yes. Yeah. I was gonna say, here's an idea if you want to try it out. I'm pretty sure you probably had before.
Mhm.
But this bottle I actually purchased from Walmart is 28 ounces.
Okay,
So it's around three cups of water.
right.
So I get myself to drink this at least 4 times a day, at a minimum, at least 4 times. And it's something about not being able to see the water that makes me drink more of it. So that's a trick, a way to trick yourself to drink more water. If you can't see it, you won't feel like it's so much, and you'll just keep drinking, and next thing you know, it'll be empty, and you'll go to refill it again.
Wow.
So that's what I do. I constantly refill this all day long, and I'm drinking this water.
Awesome. Awesome.
So that might be an idea.
So I'm Mr. Roy Jackson is asking, I'm going to put that up there. What is the size of your glass? Not sure if he's asking you or me, but,
Oh,
but for me, I would say about 12 ounces
okay.
is my
Okay.
glass of water generally. It's
Hmm.
definitely more than a cup, which would be 8 ounces for
Mm.
me. And then you just explained your process with the 20
Yeah,
ounces.
28, 28.
Oh, 28. I'm sorry. Hers is 28 ounces.
Yeah.
Let me put that in the chat. 28 ounces
And you can
per
purchase it.
bottle.
They have different color bottles too, and they have them at Walmart. I think this bottle was about $7 to $10, and it's so
Oh,
worth it. It
not
keeps it
bad.
cold, and who doesn't want cold water in the summer? It's perfect.
Right.
That's key.
Like,
You don't want
please,
hot water.
like, give it to me, please.
Yeah.
All right. And so, in terms of summer fitness as well, what are some, we like to keep it fancy here. So, do you have any style or fashion fitness advice during the summer?
That's a good question. Fashion
Or are you
fitness.
just worrying about the fitness and you're like, I can be fancy later after I get this done? What's your strategy?
Actually, no. I need to be cute. I'm fancy cute at the gym. Okay, I'm one of the people where you like, where is she going? What? She has on earrings, bright colors. That's me. I need to have my hair done. I
Mhm.
always have some nice earrings. And most importantly, I try to wear bright colors. It's
Okay.
something about having bright colors where they feel lighter on you. I
Mm.
know black is like, it's good for like, trying not to show too much, especially when you're trying to lose weight. A lot of people do wear black, but bright colors help a lot. I do still wear, I'll wear like a fitness jacket, so
Mhm.
I'll wear that with my sports bra underneath,
Mhm.
and my leggings.
Okay.
And they're normally really cool. They're breathable material. I see we have
Yes, we have another comment from
yes,
Penny. All
yes.
right. She says, "You're right. More water is better. I love drinking water, but I notice if I don't drink 5 to 8 bottles, I'm constantly, oh, if I do drink 5 to 8 bottles, I'm constantly going to the bathroom." Question: anyone else experience more water in, more water out? Yes. I think that's the way it goes, Miss Pitty.
I actually did learn something too, and here's a trick, right?
Oh,
So you have to drink a certain amount of water a day, of course, right? But the best thing to do is to start early. That way you don't feel rushed to drink the water fast. because the faster you drink it, literally the faster it's going to come out. So, and I'm serious, it really works like that. So I actually tested it out on myself. So I took this bottle. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to just sip it as time goes on. I say within an hour and a half, I had finished the bottle, but I still didn't have to go to the restroom because I didn't gulp it down really fast. I think that's really something too. Like if you have a cup and you're trying to just drink it down so you can get to the next task, you will be running to the bathroom. So having something like that to take your time to drink the water throughout the day, you won't rush to the bathroom as often.
That is a really good tip, Gwendolyn. That is an amazing tip. Let me tell you, just take your time. Don't drink it too fast.
And take your time.
Start early. Start early. Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, I go to the gym.
And I'm remembering that for myself.
Yes. Exactly.
You know, I actually do usually drink more water earlier because I usually exercise earlier.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
So I'm just like, oh, I need it.
Yes.
You should see me when I'm like jump roping and I'm like, oh. So what I do, especially if I'm jump roping outside, Gwendolyn, what I do is I do 44 jumps and then I do 43 jumps. And then I do 42 and I go all the way down.
Get out of here.
So I keep doing that. And then I do 10 more and that's 1,000 jumps.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness.
So that's my process. And sometimes I'll go from 44 all the way to 30. So I do those 30 jumps and then I'll take a break and do something and I'll come back and then I'll go from 29 all the way down to 1. It's so much easier than the second part.
Yeah.
Starting at 29 and then going is so much easier.
I like that. I have to try that out. I bought a jump rope from I don't know if you're familiar with it. I don't even use it.
It is so much fun. Once you start, it's just kind of addictive with that jump rope. And to be honest, like I started doing jumping jacks as well. But now this week I haven't even done any jumping jacks. I'm just jump roping. It's so much fun. Yeah, so I would do the jump roping from 44 to 30, and then from 29 down, I would do the jumping jacks. But this week, I just love jump roping so much, I haven't even done.
And
that along with the dance aerobics in the morning is what I've been doing this summer for sure.
Yes.
And my husband, he is actually swimming right now. So he goes swimming in the evening.
Oh, yes.
He does the swimming and then he sometimes when I'm jump roping, he'll do jumping jacks. He has a jump rope.
Yeah, most men don't. I can say though, this is funny. Sometimes my boys, when they did see me jump rope, they would try to, I'm like, Mom, can I try?
Right.
So the jump rope is so long for adults. So I would take it and like wrap it around there. And they would just try to do it a couple times.
Right. Yes. I got my daughter a pink one. And,
you have a pink one? Oh,
I have to work with her.
Oh, wow.
She just wants to do her own thing.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
She's trying to do it backwards. She's doing all types of things.
Yes. That's exactly how you do it. Just anyway.
Oh, I am loving your fan, Gwendolyn.
Thank you.
Can you show us that a little bit closer?
Yeah.
You know we love the fancy here.
Yes. I thought it was for the occasion.
Yes.
Yes, I use this in the kitchen.
For coming prepared. But with the fancy panel, you guys are here all the time. So so just get all of your fancy stuff together.
Yeah, I'm just gathering. So next time more.
Yes. I have a summer dress Shein haul video coming up that I
I'm
am going to
excited.
maybe Sunday. We'll see. Actually, we have some house guests coming over for a barbecue on Sunday. But
Okay.
so if I, have time on Sunday, maybe in the morning, um,
Hmm.
I may do it then. But I'm really excited about these summer dresses
I
that
am
I got
too.
in.
I
And
was hoping we would talk about that because dresses in the summer, oh my god, I'm in love.
yes,
I love
me
dresses.
too.
I
Me
love dresses.
too.
I was looking at yours when you had stood up. You have
Well,
your
this is one of those dresses.
it is. Oh my goodness.
You
It's so
want to see
elegant.
it?
I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. And the A-line, I love A-line dresses. They are so perfect. They really are.
Yes. So I am in love with this, and just I'm looking for a summer dress for. I'm not gonna say who because it's gonna be a surprise. But someone in my family, I'm shopping for them, and
Hmm.
yeah. So when you put in all the work, like I've been on this journey for since October of last year, I would
Wow.
say, but I've been walking and all of that, just kind of
Mhm.
maintaining, but really
Mhm.
focusing on weight loss and all of that. And I've
Mhm.
gotten really more, like I would say, more serious within the last 2 or 3 months
Mhm.
with it. And just being able to, just as a way of rewarding yourself, just getting
Yeah,
yourself, some new stuff,
absolutely. Yes. Yes,
you
you
know.
deserve it because once you do put in that work, you're also going to notice that you are not going to fit your old clothes anymore.
Right, for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
so I was telling Jill from Jill Style the other night,
Mhm.
I think last night we were on the phone, and I was like, Jill, I'm in a six. I'm really wearing a six. I'm really doing it. Like before I would on some of my videos, I'd be like, I'm getting in a four, but I'm really not a four, or I'm wearing it, but I'm really not this
Yeah.
size. But I'm really a six now.
That's amazing. I know it feels good to be like, oh, let me order that six.
Yes,
Oh, it's so
yes,
good.
it does. But let me tell you, it's been a process and a journey
Yes.
getting here, and I still have work to do.
Hmm.
But I am definitely taking advantage of this summer fitness, and I am, it's really, motivating. And I want to motivate others. That's why I have you here. That's why we have this topic,
Yes.
because let me tell you, when it's just such a confidence booster, especially with me. I've been carrying around extra weight for 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been 10
Hard.
years.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah, so, well, not all of the 10 years, but most of the 10 years, I would say.
But you're like, I know, I've been there.
I would say a good 8. I may be exaggerating a little bit. So a good 8,
Yeah.
I definitely am, excited about the direction that, I'm going in with fitness. And
Yes. And that
so,
progress too. That
yes, yes.
progress.
And, just like with your story, with the weight gain after children, I just know so many women out there can really just be inspired by what you've been able to accomplish. And you said 40 pounds, Gwendolyn. That
40.
is
Yeah.
that is really something.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And not just doing it because you just want to look good out here in these YouTube streets. But you're doing it for your boys so that you can, just experience, all of these, great times and just being outdoors and enjoying playing with them and
Yes.
just being there for them, and also what you may not think of is, well, you probably do think of, but I'm thinking of it, is that you're honestly motivating them to do the same thing so that they are going to be living a healthy lifestyle and passing that down to their children.
Yeah.
So long
Yes.
term, it's a
Absolutely.
win for everyone,
Yeah.
So generations of your family is being impacted just because you made such a great decision to take care of your fitness.
Mm-hmm. And it's
And,
it's funny you brought that up because I was going to say, I'm sorry to cut you off.
oh no, go ahead.
I actually, my oldest son, he's a teenager.
Mhm.
So we know teenagers love video games. They love to eat. They love to do all the teenage boy things, right? So I noticed I was talking to him, and I'm like, Emmanuel, you're growing out of your clothes. What is going on? He's like, Mom, I don't know. Everything just feels so tight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, you're getting a little stomach, maybe you're eating a little too much. Maybe a little bit too much. And I'm not for the restricting. I think children should be able to enjoy. They should be enjoyed and be able to enjoy their childhood. But at
Mhm.
the same time, I know that I have to instill good habits in him and his brothers because whatever you learn as a child from your mom and your dad, you're going to take it with you.
Right.
And I'm like, what type of mom would I be to just do this on my own, to lose this weight, to try to live healthy, but not try to teach my children? So to me, that was really important. So I bought myself a fitness watch. I wear it all the time. And I told him, I said, if you get on a roll, mommy's going to get you one too. So I got him
Oh,
a fitness watch so he can track his steps. And I take him to Planet Fitness. I take him with me once a week.
oh, that's
And
awesome.
yes, he works out too. So
That is
to
awesome.
me, and he loves it. To him, I can tell like he feels so like motivated to go. He's like, oh, we're going today. Oh, okay. So he's up. He gets his clothes on, and when he gets there, he does not play. He's really getting on each machine, doing his best, and I'm really
Oh,
proud
that's
of him.
so
He
great.
actually lost weight. He lost 10 pounds,
Oh, that's
and
so
I'm
awesome.
so proud of him. I
I'm
really
proud
am.
of him too.
I really am. So when we're
Right.
inside playing, like he's putting in work too, and he looks at his watch. He's
Oh,
like, "Mom, I got 5,000 steps." So he's excited. He loves it. He loves
that
it.
is
So I'm hoping he
amazing.
will pass that down to his children too. It's really important to me because a lot of things happen in our families. My mom, she actually passed from cancer. And I know it's because she didn't live a healthy lifestyle. She could have possibly lived longer if she took care of her body. And I want to be here for my children. So to me, it's like this is how I can be here for them and they can be here for their children and their grandchildren. So like what you said it really touched me because that's really my goal. That's my goal as a mom. It really is.
That is awesome. And then then your not just your children, but your grandchildren and your great grandchildren. And the better you take care of yourself, the longer you live for them to, appreciate them. And it's just like a whole circle. The
Oh my
circle
goodness.
of life, the
I'm,
circle of life,
I'm getting
Wendy.
teary-eyed over here. Oh my goodness.
This is bigger than us, Gwendolyn. It's
Yes,
bigger than us.
it is. It really is bigger than us. That's
It's,
why I try not to be selfish. I have to share what I know. I don't want to just be selfish because my children can benefit from that. And they can tell other children, they can tell their families, and you never know how far it can go. So this is something we all need to know. We all
hey,
need
it sounds like you're trying to start a revolution here.
you never know.
Maybe
You
a,
never
a
know.
fancy a fancy fitness motivation team or something. I don't know.
I'm
Hey.
here. Listen, I'm volunteering. I'm here. Let me know. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see what's going on over in the chat. Let's
Okay.
see. Yes. We have we have some really wonderful comments here.
You
We really
do.
do.
Aw. Can't wait to hear them.
Yeah, she said, this is Miss Penny. from our fancy panel here on Fancy Fit Friday.
Yes.
Yes, we have to take care of our body, the bodies that God blesses us with. That's right.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so something else I kind of want to touch on a little bit. Um, we have, I would say, just a lot of discussions going on YouTube. I'm noticing with just people addressing the obesity problem,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in the Black community. But I mean, honestly, most Americans are overweight at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, what are some things that you think that we can do to just help with that? With people be just in general, people being overweight or people thinking, I was on the phone with someone, I'm not going to say who, but what is the word? What is the word that she used? I'm thinking, what is the word? She was basically implying, plus size. I was saying, I love watching plus size fashion. Because I noticed that a lot of plus size, a lot of plus size fashion is a little more modest and
Mm-hmm.
modest dressers. So I get a lot of, ideas for
Yeah.
the plus size fashion. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, I was just, talking about plus size fashion, some of the, people that I follow. And I was like, it just seems like that, plus size fashion is so popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Yeah.
said, that's because everybody's plus size.
Oh.
That's because everybody's plus size. And I was just like, really? and when you look at the statistics, it's like a huge percentage. I'll just say a huge percentage. I remember the stats. I just can't think of it at the moment. Of people are overweight.
Yes. That
And
is really true.
and it's something that if it becomes more acceptable, then in terms of health and in terms of this long term, with the legacy of just having that fitness legacy in your family, it can kind of fizzle out if you don't have people trying to motivate like us.
Exactly. That is true.
You know what I mean? Because when things become
Yes.
normal and it becomes odd to be
Yes.
fit.
Exactly. I'm glad that you said that. I'm not going to say who either.
Right.
But I actually was talking to someone and I've heard this a couple times, but I myself, not only on YouTube but outside of YouTube, I do try to encourage friends and family to try to live a healthier lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something, I think it's just natural now, probably because it's a habit of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my family to live longer. I want my friends to live longer. I know what being unhealthy for long periods of time can do to you.
Right.
So because I see that, I only want what's best for them. You know what I mean? I only want what's best for them. So I do my best to try to encourage them. But at the same time, a lot of people don't want to hear, like maybe you should try to eat this instead, or maybe a lot of people are against it. They want to do what they want to do, and that's completely fine.
Right.
But what I did hear is that like people my size, I'm gonna say our size.
Okay.
We look like teenagers because of our weight, because of how small we are. That's what I heard. And I'm like, well, what do you mean, teenager? At first I'm like, what does she mean? And I'm like, you know what? I had like an epiphany. Is there a lot of people, I'm just saying a lot of people in general, the last time they were like a healthy BMI is probably when they were a teenager. And that's probably why they think that a healthy weight means you look like a child. And I'm like, that is really mind blowing to me because that's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard that from multiple people. And it's like, well, no one wants to look like a teenager. If you're an adult, you don't want to look like a teenager. But at the same time, it's like we associate healthy with children.
Think for yourself, Gwendolyn. I want to look like a teenager.
Listen, I'm like, what's wrong with that? Who doesn't want to look young? I don't understand why it's a negative thing. When did that become bad?
I don't see people around here trying to look older.
No one's graying their hair and putting on old people clothes. Like, no one's doing that. We're using a cane. No one wants to do that. Come on. We all are trying to stay as youthful as long as we can. And one of the ways we can do that is living a healthier lifestyle, trying to stay in that healthy BMI, whatever that is for your height, And I'm like, well, no one wants you to be a stick. Like, no one's saying that you have to be super skinny.
Right.
But just that healthy BMI, whatever that healthy number is for you, that's where we should be trying to achieve to be. That's it. Right. Yeah, right. That's what I think. And it's a lot. I see a lot of content on YouTube. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so much. It's funny because I don't really have a lot of friends. I do have a lot of associates that I speak with, but most of my time I spend with my children. Mm-hmm. So when I am able to talk to someone outside of my family, a lot of times weight does come up in a conversation, and a lot of people don't want to try to lose weight. They say that they're trying, but they're not trying. You know when someone's trying. Right. They're not trying. They're not. They're not really doing anything.
Right. And this is a comment from one of our fancy, fabulous friends. This is Gigi at Styling with Gigi Facin. And she has an amazing channel. I love her home decor and her tablescapes. She is just fabulous. She is. And she always says the word gorgeous.
I like that word.
Gorgeous. But she's saying, hello, my beautiful sisters. Well, hello. Thanks for hanging out with us, Miss Gigi.
Yes.
We do appreciate it. We do. Welcome to the fancy sphere, honey.
Yeah, we are here. Happy to have you.
Yes. And so we've already started an initiative. I don't think that you maybe you didn't realize, but I'm not quite sure on the name yet. But it's something with being fancy, with a team of motivators who motivate we motivate the world like superheroes.
Yes.
Be fancy and fit.
Yes. Exactly. Fancy and fit.
Fancy and fit. We need capes. We need some capes and the fancy fit. We'll have to think of something. The Fancy Fit Motivation Team is here to save the day.
That is so adorable. Oh my goodness. That's so cute.
But
slogan.
You're laughing, but honestly, like something like that needs to happen.
It does. We need to do something.
But see, the thing is, I think another thing about it is that what motivated me to really stick with this fitness journey, Gwendolyn, is making it fun. Okay? I love everybody that knows me knows I love to have fun.
Yes.
I love to have fun. So with me, with the Fancy Fit Club and just making it fun and dressing up and putting my makeup on every morning, from the morning, that just literally trickled down throughout my entire day. It set the pace for my day and for my confidence. And also saying that I was going to do it every single day, Monday through Friday, held me accountable.
Exactly.
Right? So if I don't show up, I'm like, oh gosh.
You actually felt so guilty.
All of the fancy, fabulous friends down, right?
Yes. They're like, where is she today? What is
going on? Where did she go?
I hope she's not sick. There's no
Oh
sick.
no.
Don't be sick, please.
I know. So like, yeah, I have to think of the name. We can think of the name. If you think of some names, we can bounce them off each other. But we can literally we can do like collaboration videos, Gwendolyn. What about that?
I would love that. That would be amazing. I'm so excited about it. I like that. We should do it. We have to do it. We have to now.
Yes. And you have to someone said I have to put this comment up here. Gigi says I'm clutching my pearls.
Right.
Yes, you have to look fancy, right? And you have to, okay, so for the video, okay, we're going to start a collaboration. We're going to do like an invite, you know, and you have to find a cape made out of anything. So the qualifications for the collaboration is that you have to be wearing a cape. That's the number one rule. You have to wear a cape.
Oh my goodness. Where am I going to get this cape from? I'm going to have to sew it.
That's the thing. Yeah, you don't. Well, you can if you want, but that's the thing. Anything that's a cape, anything that you can make that's a cape. My daughter, she just wraps, she has capes all the time. She'll just wrap her dress around. The sleeves are right here. She's like, oh, like a long flowy dress in the back.
Looks just like a cape. It's perfect. It's pretty.
So for the collaboration, you have to look fancy and you have to wear a cape. So it's anything that you're doing to motivate others in the fitness department.
What
do you think about it?
I like that. That's gonna be nice. Now I have to find a cape.
Well, we have Miss Penny on board. She's saying we're funny.
Listen, I love it. Yes, we got to try
it. Now we have Miss Penny in the collaboration, me and Gwendolyn.
So we got one. Anybody else?
Yes.
Anyone? Volunteer.
So that's our collaboration. You guys, it is fun and it's funny. But we need something like that. And then we can have all the YouTubers do it and just like they can, exercise and eating habits, great eating habits, and motivating people to just stay fit.
Okay. I like that.
You started this, Gwendolyn.
I like this.
I'm holding you accountable. You started this. Yes, you did. Because you were talking revolution. That's what you were talking. You were talking word. Hey, I'm just like, hey, so Gwendolyn said we need to start a revolution. So we have the Fancy Fit Motivation Team. That's what it's called. Remember that, Gwendolyn.
I like that. The Fancy Fit Motivation.
Let's put that in the chat.
Yes, please.
The Fancy Fit Motivation Team.
Oh my God, I feel like I was destined for this. Okay.
You are, because you're such an inspiration.
Thank you.
Honey, and like we used to say back in the day, do it for the kids. Do it for
the kids. Yes.
Yes, honey, we're doing it for the kids.
They might join in. You never know.
I know you can have your kids involved in your video.
They're gonna love it. They will love to.
Yes, the Fancy Fit Motivation Team. It started right here on episode 3.
Yes.
Episode 3 of the Fancy Fit Friday. Right here, we started the Fancy Fit Motivation Team.
Yes.
Isn't that bananas?
We just made history.
We just made history. Martin Luther Tania.
You are so funny. Okay, are you a comedian? What is going on? That is funny.
Martin Luther Tania. You're Martina. You're Martina Luther Gwendolyn.
I can't give a straight face. for me. I have to practice saying that.
Yes. I am so serious. See, now you have a video idea for next week. So do I.
Yeah.
Miss Penny, I just did a collaboration. Miss Penny, her the summer yellow collaboration. She was one
Yes,
of
I
the
watched the
collaborators.
video. I need to watch Miss Penny's too. I need to watch hers. I didn't get to see
Yes,
hers.
yes, it's fabulous, like always. But yeah, I did your collaboration. Now, Miss Penny, hey, she's already part of the fancy panel, so why not be a part of the the fancy fit motivation team?
Yeah. You gotta show us how you do those 10,000 steps
Yes,
because
that's what I'm talking about. The
that's
10,000
the goal.
steps,
Okay.
Miss Penny. We want to see it.
That's a goal,
But
right?
you have to be wearing your cape, though. You know she's gonna try to get out of wearing that cape. That's why I keep saying it.
She has her apron, so I don't know. Listen, she might put the apron on.
You can do that. You can put the apron.
My word.
You can do it.
Her aprons are really cute. I need
so
to get
much fun. That'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
So our hour is up. I hate to run.
Yes. I know. I have to go too, but I had so much fun.
Yes, yes, yes. So, all right, here we go. You heard it first here. We have a fancy fit motivation team that has started.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing collaborations, all types of stuff, You have to wear a cape.
Yes. You got to wear a cape.
And you
That's
have to be
requirement. And be fancy.
Fancy with the cape. It's like we're superheroes.
Yes.
That's our, our little our niche. That's our niche.
Yes. I like
All
it.
right, guys. So we've had so much fun this
Yes.
evening. All right. I want to thank you, Miss Gwendolyn of Gwendolyn Ray Inspires. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to her amazing channel.
Yes, you are all welcome. Welcome
yes, thank you. She's a member of the fancy panel, and we had fun, and we started history here this evening.
Yes.
We're revolutionaries here. Go ahead and like this video, guys. Share us out. Yes. If you'd like to work from home, go to panageinc.com.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, before I go, she's saying, I guess I have to get a Catwoman cape. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Penny. She's in the spirit. See,
she's right. She already has
the fancy spirit. That's what I'm talking about. You're not here with us virtually right now, but you are here with us, Miss Penny, so we appreciate it.
Yes.
You don't have your little box this week, but next week you'll have your box back. But you're in the comments and you're definitely inspiring us.
Yeah.
And, guys, we're going to go ahead and, close out the show. Thank you all for watching. All of the fancy, fabulous friends out there. Thank you for joining the Fancysphere tonight.
Thank you.
Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and join this party. Now I call this fancy talk is adjourned. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.